Are you just jealous of the morning show? You just want one like a pet, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think that'd be a neat thing, don't you?
I don't know that I don't even think we can have this discussion on the air. I think this is the most offensive.
We're on the air?
This is one of the most offensive things I've ever heard you request.
No. If this isn't, holy hell.
You can't just ask, can we get one in reference to, I mean, are you talking specifically about Big John? Or are you saying any person that's a small person, little person?
I would love to have Big John right here. I mean, wouldn't that be nice to just have Big John right here?
He's holding his hand down very low, like by his knee, saying, "Wouldn't it be nice to have Big John here?"
I think it would.
I'm pretty sure that we're not going to be able to put you and Big John in the same room ever again. If he ever hears that you're bringing this up on the air like this, he's gonna punch you in the nuts.
Well, he probably just walk right into him. I mean, he can't really punch that high. I don't think his little arms can reach.
Why are you picking on him, man? Are you looking for a fight with him? That dude is gonna whoop your ass.
The dude,
he is all muscle.
He will just fall into my ass. I mean, the guy can't.
Guy is solid muscle, man.
That's because he's 3 foot tall.
Crystal, how you doing?
Well, I'm disturbed by falling in the ass. Just kind of pictured that abyss.
Yes.
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 It's almost like that face right there, just falling in the ass.
Eddie.
Would it be hollow, like where you're like, oh?
Could be.
Or would it be more like a?
With Chad's ass, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be cavernous. Yeah.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be pretty bad. But I just want my own then. How about that?
You fall in there and you're like, ooh, Apollo.
Can I get my own, Dave?
Didn't this joke get played out with the mini-me thing in the 90s?
I think it did, but I just like to say, oh yeah, the morning show's got one.
Wow, got one. You can't see. This is what we're talking about. You can't refer to a little person as got one.
Like
a dwarf is not a one. I'm sorry. What?
Like Pokemon? I mean,
you're gonna collect all of them like Pokemon.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna change it. I want a half one.
Racist.
Here. Yeah, that's just. I don't know. This has got to be some kind of.
No, I can't say 0.5. I want half. Can I get half?
Are you gonna take? You know what? You almost got me into this joke. You almost got me saying, almost said, are you going to take care of it? No, man, this is offensive. This is possibly the most offensive thing. If you put it in writing, because earlier he was threatening to actually make a written request to have a little person on the show.
I think it would be great. The morning show gets one. Why can't we?
I'll tell you what. We'll have the auditions. We'll have the auditions, and then you can explain to them what the is happening.
Little buddy. I think it's great.
No, this is...
What? All right.
And now it's time for the news.
Is it?
And just in time. As you know, we've already reported the bad news that glam rock bands Motley Crue, Poison, and Hearing Impaired Leopard are doing a reunion show through Live Nation.
Not that they're even playing with Live Nation. It's the fact that they're just playing again.
That's kind of not great, unless you're a big fan of that kind of music, which is fine.
I guess we could bounce off that, terrible comment, and I can do my impression here, huh?
Oh.
Pour some sugar on me in the name of love.
How does he play like that?
Sugar on
How does he do it?
Oh,
He's like the
my
best drummer in the world.
Crystal is playing drums with one hand right now.
How
does he? He's the best drummer ever.
I'm hot, sticky and weird. From my head to my arm, I'm one
Crystal, I'm
hand.
very scared. Do you know the lyrics of that song? That's
Crystal, as you know, is a very talented vocalist and drummer, and we have made the mistake of putting
just now?
drumsticks in front of her.
She played just like him.
Absolutely.
The best drummer in the world.
I can air drum with one arm and sing Def Leppard.
Dude, that is excellent.
It's a joke made for radio. If you had to guess, how much would you say the tickets for this, the average ticket price for a regular
for that show?
Yeah.
$120 for general admission.
For Motley Crue, Poison, and Hearing Impaired Leopard.
I would say, Dave, 2 wooden nickels.
Well, the average ticket price for this show is about $500.
What?
David,
Yeah.
What?
And I can't confirm this, but I'm guessing that the actual ticket prices are probably closer to about $20 plus about $480 in Live Nation fees. And remember, this secondary market also is pretty much owned by Live Nation.
Oh, good
You remember a few
Christ.
months ago, Live Nation was busted providing almost 100,000 Metallica tickets to their scalping partners before the tickets were even available through their own Ticketmaster outlets. The show, I mean, I think that this whole thing is just it's a giant disgusting
Like, you said Motley Crue, right?
Yes.
So you've seen the terrible videos of them like playing Kickstart My Heart.
Yeah.
And he's all, and like the chicks from the background, they're all like, yeah, ooh. And then he comes in, it's the best. I'm telling you, look, I'm a very talented vocalist, obviously. I can just mimic.
I mean, you sang way better than he did
You're
just now.
sounding better than
I'm
he
just-
does.
Yeah.
I'm mimicking the worst
I'm
people
joking.
possible. It's
I'm sorry to
wonderful.
call her a he. I mean, she sings very well. I think, what's her name? Valerie?
From Motley Crue?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Valerie.
Valerie, something like that. Valerie O'Neill. Valerie O'Neill,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
All
Yeah.
right. I thought I'm good with names.
Don't assume.
I remember names. I remember names.
Don't assume
Dad.
Vince's gender.
That's just like it.
When Live Nation sells out a show instantly like that before it's even for sale, it immediately goes for sale on StubHub. And that's what they did with those 100,000 or so, or almost 100,000 tickets. Maybe it's closer to 80,000 tickets for
It's a scam.
Metallica. It was a scam. Metallica was in on that scam, and they made about 40% of the overages that those that StubHub and those other scalper companies were charging above the normal ticket price.
That just shows you the consumer.
I'm sorry, if you're still using
It's
Live
stupid.
Nation, or if you're still going to Live Nation shows, if you're still paying all those excess fees and paying for, overpriced parking and paying for overpriced this and that, or if you're going to one of their scalpers and paying an outrageous fee on top of it, you can't complain if you're still supporting that broken ass industry. Fuck Live Nation and fuck Metallica too. Metallica sold their fans out for a massive profit.
You said the M word again.
Oh,
You said
yeah, to
the
hell
M
with
word
them.
again. Because fuck them. You just said screw it. We're just gonna say it and get some more hate mail by their lawyers. I haven't seen one in a couple years, so hopefully
I'm
we'll
planning
get
on getting one right now.
I hope so. Let's get it. Let me hear
we're
it.
gonna have a
Preach it.
we're
Preach
gonna have
it,
a
Reverend.
T-shirt for
Let's hear
sale.
it.
We're gonna have a T-shirt for sale on our website called "Fuck Live Nation." That's what it's gonna say on the
I
shirt.
like it already.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm being told they're sold out. You're gonna have to get them through StubHub.
There's stuff.
Yeah.
There's
Sorry.
no more shirts.
The shirts were originally only $10, but they're going to be
and you had the
$76.95 now.
idea and everything, but it's too late now. They already have it. Well, it's a shame how that works.
God.
Give me a few, give me five, give me down.
Hey, you automatically sound better than James, which our beloved brother James is. I feel so bad for his addiction. Poor guy makes more money than Jeebus does, and
Yeah, they've
Oh, addicted
consistently
to sucking dick. That's what it is.
Boom. They've
damn,
they've consistently
Lars,
made
little
the
prick.
most amount of money than of anything close to any metal band ever.
Of course.
Yeah.
What was that? Then what did you just say?
What?
Say that again.
They used to be a metal band years ago.
Thank
it used
God.
to
I
be.
thought you said something else. I thought you said they were a metal band.
Why? They're not even as good as I hated back in when it first came out, Nirvana and grunge and all that kind of stuff. I have an affinity for it now, a special place in my heart for all kinds of music, including Nirvana. And I think that kind of thing right there is starting to take over us old metalheads who didn't like that back then. I mean, there's some nostalgia there to it. They're about to hit.
It's almost 2020's. I'm kind of getting into that Nirvana a little bit. I heard it the other day, and so it
And-
smells like deodorant or something.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
really good.
It's like
I was
Dave
like,
last week trying to get into saying, I really do like Iron Maiden.
I like 'em.
Just
All
stop,
right.
Dave. Just stop.
Well,
just stop right now.
Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit video is about to hit 1 billion views on YouTube. 1 billion views. They debuted in August of '91.
And that's amazing. I don't mean
Yeah,
to
but
cut you off,
Imagine Dragons is already doing that, and
but
they
I'm
just came out with
saying-
their song last year.
But
Isn't that
billion
messed up?
views after you already had 1 billion views. You know what I'm saying? On normal
Right, when no one
time.
was tracking it,
When no one
yeah.
was tracking
Well,
that
for
shit.
80s or 90s music, I mean, it's pretty difficult to get 1 billion views. Like modern kids that you can get those kind of numbers with that'll watch the same thing over and over
Right.
again. They don't watch these older things. The only other people from the 80s or 90s
Oh,
that
what
have
you
done
do,
this,
apparently. You're like, hey, I heard this song the other day.
Guns N'
Come As
This
You
Roses.
new
Are.
song from this band, this grunge band.
Right.
Yeah, brand new guys.
Hey, have you heard of Soundgarden before? I was just curious.
80s. The other 80s
James.
bands and 90s bands that have made 1 billion views on YouTube have been Guns N' Roses, and they've actually got 2.
God, it's help.
Sweet Child of Mine and November Rain.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Oh,
How did
terrible.
those two have? I mean, in the 80s it was great. How the hell do you have it? It's 2020.
It was a great.
It's because-
I hated it in the 80s too.
No, it's Sheryl
No.
Crow's fault for reviving that fucking song. Okay, that shit that she did, that her version of "Sweet Child of Mine" was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Have you heard it?
Was it worse than Guns N' Roses?
Yes, she's like "Child of Mine." Like, what the fuck is that?
It's because of the
awful.
one testicle warbling off her throat.
Oh,
That's how, you know. Oh, I'm
What the
sorry.
hell,
I'm sorry. I
dude?
went too far. I'm sorry.
Please
Lance.
send your mail directly to Chad at TrueMetalRadioShow.com. You're going to get a lot of mail, I think.
That's okay.
Terrible.
I won't read it. You know that.
Okay, and now in the
He
spirit,
can't read.
that's true. We have to read it to him. We draw it out in
Draw
pictograms
pictures.
for him.
Draw pictures.
Yeah.
In the spirit of trying to expand my horizons, because I've been such a snob about music for so many years, I've been trying to listen to more grunge type music and more Iron Maiden, Slipknot, a band I never really got
Slip
into.
nuts.
It's a very talented band. Those guys are very good at. I mean, their percussion section's amazing. We went to a Slipknot show just to watch how good they are live. Slipknot's released a new music video from their latest album, We Are Not Your Kind, which just came out a couple months ago. The album was recorded at East West Studios in LA.
East West.
That's one of my favorite studios. The same producer who produced their previous album, Point Five, The Gray Chapter, in 2014. So they only come out with a new album every few years. Before that, they were quiet for about 6 years. I'm not really a big Slipknot fan. I know Michael is. What about you, Crystal? Are you into that
I
kind
mean,
of stuff?
I was back in the day. Their first album killed. Second album, Iowa, I was all about, and then it kind of fell off for me. But when I heard that first album, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
What
the
is
drums.
this?
The drums are amazing.
I loved it. It was great.
I liked
but,
Corey more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I just thought that was fucking vocals.
His vocals were
Awesome.
killer. And then,
Yeah.
you know, that first track where it's like, the whole thing I think is sick. The whole thing I think is sick. The whole thing I think is the whole thing I think is sick. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, good song.
Oh, yes. It just kicked in and
Very
yeah.
industrial sounding.
I liked
it. was
it.
really
I
cool,
liked
different.
it.
And
But
they were just
then
different.
They didn't sound like that after that. It
No, they
just
didn't.
kind of died. And then they don't have Joey in them anymore. It just, to me, it's kind of like Stone Sour, just a little heavier now. than Stone Sour.
I
And
never got into Stone Sour. though.
No, I mean.
No, I like the House of Golden Bones 1 and 2. I thought they were good albums for them. After that,
Yeah.
I have nothing for it.
See, I'm learning something new today. Maybe I need to be listening to more Stone Sour, more.
No, not really.
No.
No?
Nah.
Okay, I can skip that one.
Yeah.
If you go to House of Golden Bones, I think the House of Golden Bones, actually, those two albums are really good. For
It's done and gone. Maybe in 20 years when you're trying to think of, oh, maybe what did I miss?
Oh, that,
then go
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
that Nirvana on
Yeah.
the internet,
Yeah.
had 1 billion views.
That's how I sound right now.
right.
Well, you want to see that new Slipknot video that they just put out a
Not
few days
really.
ago?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Go ahead and close your eyes because that's what we're listening to. This is Nero Forte from their 2019 album, We Are Not Your Kind, Slipknot.
This is a True Metal Radio Show.